I don't know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
It's a legit question, people. Welcome to another Comics Across the Pond. Oh, I can't hear you, Dave. What happened? I can't hear you at all. You are muted on one and unmuted on the other, but the other ain't working. You know, I bet we have to have this added to the stage for you to hear me.
Now can you hear me?
Yeah, because I added you to the stage.
Yeah, you see, I had to mute, as we said the other day, because of the feedback issues I was having. So
yeah, I know. I had, look, if I remove it, then we can't hear you. You see, if I remove it, we can't hear you. So it's going to have to be up here the whole time. Oh, now we're looking at the ceiling. What happened?
No, don't worry. It's only because it's gone off again. That's all.
Okay.
If I don't keep doing something on it, it freezes up.
Right.
It's back again. Don't worry.
Right. Welcome, everybody. You know why we're here. We're doing this thing. We're doing this thing called Comics Across the Pond.
Yeah.
And, we changed things up a little bit, guys. We're going to show off things that we've received, things we might think you're interested in looking at. And then we're going to do a read.
A classic read, no less.
I mean, everybody's talking about this movie, and they love the retro look and everything, right, about it. And I'm going to remind you why that became a movie. We're going to remind you why that story's a classic.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if Silver Surfer has balls, guys. It's just the way it is this time.
Well, as I said, I only saw the film yesterday, so now that I've seen it, I get it. They've just switched it over. That's all. Just switched it over. So,
but was there any kind of a reason, or
I don't actually know. I don't actually know.
They didn't go into the story of Norrin Radd and Shalabal at all, did they?
Not at all. They just said, obviously, the female Silver Surfer was Shalabal.
Yeah,
and that she did what she did to save her planet, which is basically what Norrin Radd did.
Yeah, so they stole his history completely and gave his history to Shalabal, which is.
I don't understand why they did it. I don't understand why they did it, because it made more sense for Norrin Radd to be Silver Surfer, because he was trying to get back to his true love.
Yes.
So you tell me.
Now they're going to come out with she's trying to get back to him, right? And he's some.
They didn't mention him in the film
at all.
Not that I recall.
So there's the issue, folks. There's the issue right there with the whole thing with the gender swaps is just stupid.
I know, it's a bit like when they brought out a female Doctor Who. But there you go.
It's just not. It doesn't make any sense. You're catering to a very small audience, and you end up losing money. It happens every time. It doesn't matter what subject we're talking about.
That's right.
It's like everything loses money when you change the source material to appease a smaller audience.
Yep, that's correct.
You want to appease a larger audience, people. You want to appeal to the larger audience if you want to make money. And this is the difference right here. Everybody out there who's staying true to what they do is making money, and everybody out there who's playing the diversity game is kind of getting smoked.
Yeah. I mean, they had Herbie the Robot in this film, which I guess you already know about. As well.
Now, hold up.
What?
We all remember why Herbie was ever brought in, right?
I think we do.
It was because they didn't have the rights to the Human Torch, right?
That's right. But the Human Torch was in this film plus Herbie.
Yeah, the Torch was there. So what do we need Herbie for?
Exactly. I can't even remember. I was trying to remember what Herbie actually stood for as well, because it stands for something.
Yeah, that's right.
And I can't remember what it was.
I can't either.
But apart from that.
But that's funny. Maybe it'll be in. Maybe we'll find it. We'll find it somewhere. I mean, it's obviously not going to be in this comic, but we will find it somewhere.
But for a film, it was watchable. Let's just put it that way. It was okay.
Well, yeah. Here's my question, Dave. Now that you've seen it, would you pay money to see it again?
No.
There you go. That's how I judge whether or not a movie's any good.
But having said that, Pops, a friend of mine saw it twice, so there you go.
Okay, but I mean, what can I tell you? This is the way I look at these things, man. It's like, would I spend money on it? Because that's all they care about, right? That's how they base their rating, box office, everything, right?
That's
okay,
right.
So if that's what they're using to blow up the propaganda about the movie is the box office, then that's where I'm going to either give them because it's good or not give them because it's not good. That's the scale they chose to use, so that's the scale I use. If it's good enough for me to look, if the trailers, if the hype, if everything is good enough to get in my wallet sight unseen, then I'm expecting something when I get there.
Absolutely.
You see, this one didn't get the hype, didn't get in my wallet. Okay, no. I'm not going to pay to go see it just based on what I've seen and heard already.
Well,
but I wasn't planning on paying to see it anyway because the hype didn't sell me.
The only reason I decided to go and see it was based on my friend asked me if I'd seen it, and I said I hadn't, and then he said he'd seen it twice. So I thought, oh, maybe it's worth going to see then.
And you say you went and saw it, you was okay with it, it was all right, but you wouldn't pay to see it again.
I wouldn't pay to see it. I might watch it again if I didn't have to pay, but otherwise I wouldn't pay for it again.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I use that as my scale, my rating scale, right? It's that simple. Would I pay to see it or not? Because if I will pay to see it, then you probably got something.
Yeah. That's it. But sometimes until you do pay to see it, you don't always know, I guess. So it's one of them, isn't it?
Right. That's what I mean. The trailers and the hype they got to do better with the trailers and the hype.
Yeah.
If you come out immediately in your trailer and you show everybody that you've changed the source material, you just lost half your audience.
Yeah.
They lost me. You just lost half your audience. You got to be smarter than that in the marketing end of it. And they know. Yeah, see, Glenn knows. Nah.
Nah.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. It's Mr. Glenn.
And he's got the answers.
Oh, there you go. That's what it stood for. Thanks, Glenn.
Thank you, Glenn. Good to see you, sir. Matthew.
I knew it stood for something. I just couldn't remember what.
Yep. See, now, Glenn, you're just like me. Now, if they had backstoried a female surfer server and gave her some kind of reason for it to be her instead of him.
Yeah.
But they didn't even they just glossed over the whole fact that they changed the shit, man. It's like.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah.
So,
and here she is. Here she is. Here she is. She's here.
Oh, I love Glenn. It's good to see. We're gonna do two quick unboxings real quick before we start our run through. So that means I have to turn on the camera. But we have right here in the chat our friend Matthew Craig, and we did a little contest. Okay, we did a little contest where he was giving away this ash can, and I think he said like 5 people won, and only 2 had responded. Now 3 because he talked to Christian last night. But there's still 2 people out here that won one of these that haven't even responded to their email. So if you entered the contest to win Night Slayers Ash Can by Matthew Craig, go check your spam email and stuff, because you might have won one of these.
Yeah, sometimes things do go to your spam emails.
Yeah,
as well.
that's what happened to Christian. He didn't even know. But hey, let me biggen this a little bit here. This is the ash can, and Matthew, as much as I know you want me to open this thing up and show, I'm not putting fingerprints all over it, bro. It's black cover. I'm not.
Black cover. That's what we call it.
But I love this. Look, if you guys remember, Matthew had launched this book last year, and we got together with him and Charles Masson and did a little reboot. Redid this, and it looks so much better, guys. If you passed on it last time, give it another look. You might like it. You guys know Charles. He hangs out with Les on the Comic Artist Hour. It does a game called Kremlin, has some comics himself. You know,
I'm getting tickled to death. Sorry, Pops.
Say what? You're getting tickled to death? Oh.
Yeah, the cat's tail. It's all over the place.
She's like, you guys changed the hours. You pissed me off. Now I have to come up here earlier in the day. What's up? What's up, cat?
Yeah, she is.
What's up, cat?
She is. Oh, don't go climbing all over the desk, otherwise you'll upset nothing again.
Don't get on the comic book. Don't get on the keyboard.
No, we don't want any mishaps. We don't want no mishaps.
She wants to produce the show, guys. She wants to get up there on the keyboard and start producing the show. But yeah, man, we also have something else that arrived yesterday. Some of you may know our friend Chris Brown over at the Laughing Rogue.
Yeah.
And got a bunch of stuff. Games, Gods of Metal, Gone Hunting, you know.
Yeah.
Slaughterville, a bunch of games, two different graphic novels, RPG modules for the Slaughterville game, everything, right?
Yeah.
So I proofread for Chris. I'm one of his proofreaders. And the book I proofread, guys, was not near this thick. So there are pages here that I have not read, and I am so looking forward to diving back into this book. Right? Slaughterville, a slasher. And we played this module just recently. So you guys can go watch the Slaughterville playlist, the Madness Gaming with Chris Brown, and you can see us actually playing the RPG model of this story wherein with our encounter with the slasher, which is not the same at all as their encounter with the slasher. Because when you start playing RPGs, the people playing the game will definitely change your story, right? So we got that. And it just fell on the floor.
Oh, I heard something then.
Come on. All right. So we got that, and a couple of stickers came with it. Oh, come on, work with me here. There you go. The slasher and some more slasher.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do a slight angle, it's slightly better.
And let's see. One more thing is, some of you know that Chris does the card games with his tabletop, right? Which is also Slaughterville. So you got the tabletop card game and the RPG. So you can play this game in a lot of ways. And this is the novel 2 promo pack of cards. And I'm not sure what's in here. I got to ask him, because I may not want to open this. There may be something in there that's, has a possibility of being valuable someday. But now I have both collection from the novel 1 and the novel 2. Right? Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you. Can't wait to dive into that, because there's like 100 more pages than the book that I proofread. So totally looking forward to doing that. Do you have a set of Beanos with Corporal Clock?
I'm just saying, unfortunately, no. No, I don't.
I don't even know what that is. So
yeah, it was a British sort of fun comic, you know, back in the 60s, 70s and all that. And that was one of the short comedy stories that they used to do called Corporal Clot. I remember the character, but I don't have any of those.
you're welcome, Matthew. Look, we do what we can to help everybody. You want to hear a quick funny story, Dave?
Yeah, why not?
So I have a friend the other day. I have two friends locally that have collections of over 70,000 books, right? And the other day, one of them told me, he's like, man, I got this AF-15. Sell it. But he doesn't like have the internet footprint or reach that I do, right? So he asked me, you know, hey, ask around, see if you can unload this for him. I'm like, all right. So I posted it on my page, obviously, and I posted it in a few groups, right? Now, I'm not the kind of guy that's just going to out what dude's asking for it. Okay, because then everybody that wants to talk to him is going to have a haggle point, right? And they're going to come at him trying to get him to lower his price. He asked me to find a buyer. He didn't ask me to go out there and, you know, have to argue with people about how the post is written. It was so stupid. I posted pictures. I posted what it was, and that I had a friend that's trying to sell it.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, post the price, post the price, post the price. No, he DM me and I'll talk to you about it. Because I want to separate the serious buyers from the clowns that are just trying to find out what theirs is worth or blah, 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 whatever, right? Or somebody that's trying to scam him or whatever. He asked me to do it so he wouldn't get caught in a game, right? He knows I understand how this shit all works. So, yeah. So I went out and I posted in a couple of groups and got attacked for not putting a price. And I'm like, it just said DM me if you want to know, right? DM me. It's that simple. You want to know how much? Just DM me, right? So some people DM'd me and I told them what the price was. And some people just cried because I wouldn't put it in my post. Well, we sold the book. You know, I didn't need that group.
No?
It sold off my own page, off my own profile. Somebody hit me up and they say, hey, Pops, I really want it, but I can't get it, but I know somebody who might. And I hit up that somebody who might, and he bought it.
Excellent.
You know, and I didn't need your group, and I didn't need any of your crap from any of the people in your group. You need some mods over there to, you know, it's like they were insinuating I'm a scammer. And I'm like, I have a footprint out here, guys. You know, I have a footprint out here. You might have a lot of people don't like me. Not one of them's going to say I ripped them off. You know, so I just told that I just posted in that group, y'all need some mods in here because you're chasing away people that can either help sell or might want to sell stuff in your group because you're letting your people in your group talk crap to them. You know, well, I left that group. Don't care. Won't post there again. You know, so all they did was hurt themselves, right? What are we talking? Oh, they're still talking about that other book in the chat.
Yeah. I don't think it's been reprinted to my knowledge. It should be though, as Glenn says, it is very funny. I do remember it.
I am reading a X-Files book right now. I'm about 100 pages in. The book's probably been printed 20 times, and I've already found like 3 or 4 printing errors. Wow. It's like, don't they fix that shit when they go to the next print?
You would have thought so.
Does anybody even tell them, hey, man, you got this word wrong. Why don't you hire me to proofread your shit? How about that? Yeah, straight up. All right, so this is where we're at. We start the show. We show off anything new we might want to show you guys. And then, poof, it is time for the Fantastic Four. Not the movie.
Not the movie. No, this is the original first appearance of Galactus from March 1966, no less. by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
There you go.
And that is the cover. The Coming of Galactus, as it states. So there you have it. Nice
Now,
cover,
look,
by the way.
they're all looking up. Now, you got the Watcher.
Yeah.
You got the Watcher looking in on this. And if you guys remember, way back in the day, the Watcher made a lot more appearances.
He did, actually. Yeah, this is true. And as you also recall, he can't directly interfere.
Right.
With what may or may not happen.
And there you go. Glenn popping in with extra knowledge. Yep.
Absolutely. Excellent, Glenn. In fact, we're going to go to the splash page. And Glenn is absolutely right. It was inked by Joe Sinnott.
Yep.
Spot on there, Glenn. Now, this book, I was saying to Pops, I've actually scanned each panel separately and cropped it so as you can see them a bit better, rather than the whole page. And you're thinking, what am I looking at?
I'm just going to say, Dave put in a lot of work on this to go through panel by panel and take photos for this particular show. So any super chats that we get today, they go to Dave because he worked. And if y'all appreciate Dave's work, throw a couple bucks at him. I'll make sure he gets it. Look at that.
I enjoy this, Pops. I don't do it for the money, you know that.
Well, none of us do it for the money, but that don't mean people can't throw something at us.
If anybody wants to throw anything at me, Pops, you know me. I won't duck.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? The Watcher, yes. What's up, Raul? You all caught Raul over the weekend and Friday night.
So this splash page, as I say, writer without peer Stan Lee, Jack Kirby Penciler of the Year, Joe Sinnott, inker most sincere, and Artie Simek. How'd he get in here? Notice how they all rhyme at the end.
Yeah,
clever. So as you can see, they're kind of all over the place on this splash page. They're kind of floating sideways, upside down, back to front, you name it, and introducing the sensational Silver Surfer, as it says in the blurb just above the main one. Yes. So that's your opening page. So we're going to move along.
It's got Black Bolt there. I have.
Yeah, Black Bolt.
I think I have the second appearance of Black Bolt and the first appearance of Maximus.
He has. I think he has some kind of headgear on, because I don't remember Black Bolt without headgear. But maybe he did. Not sure.
I think way back in the day he had like a cowl or whatever that he wore.
Possibly. So I'm going to move along. So this is our opening page 2, top panel. So it goes right across the page, as you can see, this one. And again, they're all being tossed about. You know, there's not sure just what's actually. Oh yeah, somebody's fired the Atmo gun apparently, which while harmless to the Inhumans, will set up vibrations which can end all human life on Earth. And it says, now let's join the party.
Well, hell.
So as you can see, like the thing says, the whole joint shaking itself apart. It's saying, it's not my doing, Ben. Something is affecting the entire atmosphere here. Sue's saying, what does it read? What does it all mean? And Johnny's saying the vibrations are getting stronger. The ground, the air, and everything is shaking itself apart. So as you can see, they're getting shaken about all over. So we'll move along to the next panel. So here we have Reed.
Pedro, I mean Reed.
Yeah. Yes, it's not Tony Stark, it's Reed. Not like in the film. By the way, I just thought I'd throw in a quick one for you, Pops. You know the film I went to see yesterday?
Yeah.
I didn't realise who was playing Mr. Fantastic.
You didn't?
No.
You couldn't recognize him with without his helmet, huh?
Well, that's exactly right. When I realised it was the guy who played the Mandalorian, I thought, wow.
Except the dude's face is too round to be Reed Richards.
I know. That's what I thought, as I've probably said before.
I mean, Reed has a long, narrow head, long, narrow face. Always has. Every artist who ever drew him, every depiction of him, unless he was trying to be a big round ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got a long, skinny face. Pedro don't got a long, skinny face.
So anyway, Reed's just saying about the it's not a natural phenomenon, Sue. Someone is responsible for it. And then Sue says the building, it's shaking more than the others. It looks like it's going to fall apart. So in the next panel, here you go. The force is too great. The walls can't contain it. It'll blast itself to bit within seconds. Duck. And then you've got crack going across the screen, as you can see. So, and then followed by, of course, kaboom.
Kaboom! Yeah.
Kaboom. And they just pulled back in the nick of time. Wasn't that a close shave? They could all have been wiped out there.
Well, not the thing.
And we're not even on the end of the second page yet. And then the final panel for this page is Black Bolt. Thing says, "Hey, there goes our ticket home." He's not deserting us. He's out to stop the vibrations.
How does Johnny know that? He ain't no scientist.
No, he's not. So how does he know that he's going to try to stop the vibrations? I wonder. But you know, that's what it says here.
I could see Reed deducing that.
What's that?
I could see Reed deducing what Black Bolt's about to do. Not Johnny.
No.
Okay.
No, we're going to move along.
Johnny
So we're moving along now to page 3. So as you can see, Black Bolt is trying to sort something out, and I think he's talking to Maximus. Is it Maximus down there?
Yeah, Maximus. That's what I was saying. I have the first appearance of Maximus.
Yeah. So the next one, there we go. So he's having a look at the machine and trying to work out what to do with it. And
that helmet is hideous. No wonder they got rid of it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look right, does it?
It's hideous.
It doesn't look right at all. And
I'm
then
glad they looked at the plain cowl, because that's ugly.
and then the next one, there you go. You can probably see more of these headgear on that one. So the deed is done, Black Bolt. And by now, all human life on Earth has been ended. Only we Inhumans remain. The entire planet is ours, my speechless brother. So that's,
Your speechless brother just saved all them humans, you evil idiot. Yeah.
That's it. So in the next panel here, he carries on. And when people learn that it was I who gave them dominion over Earth, they will tear that crown from your head. So it must be a crown he's wearing then, I reckon.
Yeah, it could be the crown of the Inhumans, because that's all Maximus ever wanted, right?
So that's it.
Yeah.
So in the next panel on this page, another sound effect. Back. So that's what he did. Just put as a gesture of abject loathing or sheer contempt, he strikes. So that's what he did there.
Let me interrupt you real quick and say hi to our friends that are watching over on Pilled. We got people watching. We got people watching on X. We got people watching all over the place. I better go check Rumble.
Excellent. That's
I better go check and see if anybody's watching on Rumble. I don't want to leave anybody out, yo.
No, absolutely not. Right, we'll move along to page 4. So this is another full panel at the top. So there's 5 panels layout on this page. But as I said, I'm showing them one at a time. So as you can see, you know, they're all sort of like ganging up on them, trying to find out what's going on. You know, like Medusa saying, "See, Maximus, they live. Do you know what it means? Do you understand at last?" He doesn't say anything to that, I don't think.
He won't. He won't understand. He's Maximus.
Well, that's it. Now you get a good shot of Black Bolt's crown, as you can see there. Just about.
And for those who don't know Medusa, she's the one with the living hair.
Yeah, apart from in the TV series where it all got cut off.
Yeah, this is her. It's the living hair, and she can control it and use it as an appendage or multiple appendages.
That's right. So they're looking on some kind of screen, and they can see that all the human race is still alive. I think they all got shaken to the ground, but they're all still alive. So there you go. That seems to be all right. And then we've got Maximus again. No, it can't be. They must be destroyed. That belongs to us, to me. So there you go. That's his reaction to the previous panel, as you can see there. And we'll move along to the next one, which is you are mad, Maximus. One day we shall rejoin the human race, and it is Black Bolt who will show us the way. So there you go. That's the statement. And then on the final page of page 4, he's just kind of walking off now. I don't know what she's doing. She's just saying he has a destiny to fulfill, and I must wait till it be done.
Yeah, she loves old Black Bolt. She really
does. She does. So as a result of that one, we're now on to page 5 already. And as you can see, Maximus has decided to not accept that. So he's put, no, you'll never rejoin the humans. I'll defeat you yet. So,
and those are Gorgon and Karnak, two more of the Inhumans.
That's it. So he just shoves them aside, as you can see. And then in the next panel, he's powering up a machine. He's reversing the charge on his Atmo gun that we mentioned earlier to create a negative zone around our land. Negative zone.
Ooh, negative zones are no good. You run into people like a nihilist in there.
Well, that's it. But this is going to reverse the negative zone or something. So he mentioned something about a zone that nothing can penetrate, and the victory shall still be mine. For I am Maximus the Magnificent, not the Mad.
Now, were the Inhumans or Maximus or anybody in the movie?
No.
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 So the whole build-up has been either changed or dismissed.
Yeah, the whole sort of build-up really was just that, the Silver Surfer kind of appears initially as scouting for another planet for Galactus. And then goes back to report to the other galaxies, and that's when the Fantastic Four decide to find out where he is. And that was about it. That was about part of the story, to be fair.
It's so
but there was no backstory. There was no sort of reason for what was happening, really, behind the scenes.
That's great storytelling, isn't it?
What's that?
That's great storytelling, isn't it?
Yeah, real good. So here we have a full panel going right across the center of the page now. And somebody says in the background, he did it before anyone could stop him. And then Sue's saying the ground is beginning to glow. What does it all mean? And Reed's saying, no time to talk. Nothing can penetrate a negative zone. And he says, Ben, Johnny, follow us. It's got to be now or never. So quite dramatic. In the next panel, you've got Maximus again saying, I've won. Nothing can take my people from me now. We'll be together for all time. And the crown shall be mine again. I've beaten Black Bolt at last.
You see what that quest for power does to you?
Yeah, that's exactly what it does to you. Absolutely. So in the next one, this is where they're trying to escape. The negative zone is solidifying too quickly. So Sue has to throw a force field around it and create a barrier to absorb it and something like that to get through. And then they're saying, where's the kid? I don't see Johnny. Well, in the next panel, as you can see, he's trying to
save Crystal. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Yeah.
That's it. He's trying to save Crystal, and things saying he's going to be liable to be stuck there forever. And Chris was saying, Johnny, don't leave me. I love you, Johnny. And then he said, no, Crystal, your place is here with us. Let him go. Let him go. And then in the next exciting panel, the thing grabs Johnny by the scruff of the neck and pulls him out. Crystal. Yeah. And then he's thinking, I hate to do this, kid, but it's for your own good. You'll thank me someday. After you get through hating me. There you go. So that's that panel. And then the next one, who wrote Ben? Another second would have been too late. The negative zone is almost completely solid by now. And then Johnny's saying, let me go, let me go. Too late, kid. And then Sue's saying, hurry, Reed, I can't hold the force field much longer. The pressure is too strong. That's that one. And then it moves on to they're just about getting to the edge of it. It's all right, darling, we're safe now. You did it. We couldn't have made it without you. And then the thing's thinking the kid's quiet now. He knows he's lost her. He's taking it better than I would if anyone ever tried to separate me and Alicia. And then on the next one, the barrier is complete. It looks like a solid dome of impervious steel. And then Reed says, it's far stronger than any steel could ever be, Sue. Nothing yet known to science can penetrate a negative zone. There you go. So in the next panel, you've got Johnny trying to burn his way back in. Looks like it's not working. So Thing says, you're wasting your time here. You're wasting your time. Come on, take a poke at me. It'll make you feel better, and I deserve it. So moving along, we go to page 7 now. So obviously, Reed's saying, you did the right thing. Oh, yeah, no, Ben, you did the right thing. Johnny will thank you for it someday. And Johnny says, yeah, sure. Look at him. Oh, sorry, Thing says, yeah, sure, look at him. He's just a big happy bundle of gratitude. On the next panel.
Hold up now. Listening to the Thing speaking with an English accent is a little bit funny.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You'll have to imagine it's an American accent because I'm not.
That was funny.
This is very true, Pops. So then, obviously, Johnny's saying, but listen, Reed, tell me Ben was right. Tell me it isn't impossible, and say that we will find a way someday. Say it, Reed. And he says, no, never mind. I can tell by that look in your eyes. I'd rather not hear it.
You say you can't lie.
That's it. And Sue's just looking on in the background, like, oh dear, what are we going to do? So, moving on to the next panel. I don't
think Sue said anything this whole fucking comic yet, has she?
Hasn't what? Sorry?
I don't think Sue said anything yet.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she said something about a page or so ago. Yeah, she made a comment. She's actually got something to say in this panel. She says, don't be ashamed of your tears, Johnny. I know how you feel. If I ever lost Reed, I can't even say it. So...
They got Glenn giving you a hard time in the chat right there. You see that?
Yeah, Dave isn't English. He's a jock. Okay, I'm Scottish, but I sound English. There you go. Just
over here, to the people over here, you guys are all just the UK. You know what I mean? It's like
that's it.
Unless you correct us and tell us exactly which part you're from, we don't fucking know. Come on.
You wouldn't have a clue.
You knowing all the different dialects of the United States and knowing where everybody hears from, by the way.
I wouldn't have a clue, Pops. Right. So, as you can see, the dome is now complete. And they're back in their chartered jet once more. And leaving and setting off back to America.
Now, that's a chartered jet. That must be pre-Fantasticar.
I don't know. It just says they're back in their chartered jet. So maybe they couldn't use their Fantasticar because it was too far to travel.
Okay.
Who knows? Who knows about it? Because I'm sure they had they had the Fantastic Car before then, before issue 48.
I thought they did. I didn't think they were beholden to anybody else to get them around.
Oh well, maybe it was a special occasion. So as you can see now, we have a nice, colourful, space-looking picture.
It's the negative zone.
It says life goes on, and somewhere in the deep vastness of outer space, an incredible figure hurtles through the cosmos.
Dun, dun.
What the who it can be? Let's find out. A being whom we shall call the Silver Surfer for want of a better name.
No, it's a good name. But you see that surfboard looks more like a missile.
It does a bit. In that particular picture, it does. And even the next one, a bit the same.
Now that gives you, it's got the fin underneath. There's your surfboard. You know.
Yeah, and that's it. So he's dodging meteors and skirting around asteroids and rocketing from planet to planet, with entire galaxies as his ports of call, with the known universe itself as his highway.
Okay, I need to know the effects in the movie for the surfer. Beside the fact that the surfer had boobs, were the effects good? Was the
effects were pretty good, I must admit.
Yeah?
The CGI effects were pretty impressive, I thought.
Because I've heard a lot about people saying that the actual surfing space looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I must admit the graphics of the Silver Surfer in space were pretty good. Yeah, I would accept that. I would accept that. So now we go to the Skrulls planet. Home planet of the Skrulls.
The Super Skrull is one of my favorite FF villains.
So they're saying the Silver Surfer, he must not stop here. And one of the other ones is saying, order the entire solar system blacked out at once. So
they just have an overall shutdown switch for their whole freaking.
Yeah, looks like it. I was just going to say, it looks like they've got it ready to use on that panel.
That's pretty cool. We got a shut off switch for the whole solar system.
and then they're saying, with all our power, my lord, with all our weapons and our armaments, why do we so fear the lone Silver Surfer? And then he says, it's not merely him, you fool. Have you not studied your cosmic history? Whatever he appears, it is certain that Galactus cannot be very far behind.
There you go.
So we move on now back to the Earth, and like I say, they're completing their last leg of their fateful journey. And somebody's saying, "Hey, I don't get it. How come there's two suns up there in the sky today?" And then somebody's saying, "Knock it off, Ben. It's way too early for an April Fool gag."
Yeah. He ain't joking.
And the next one, sorry, Ben, I've got to prepare for our landing now.
He's flying the plane.
Why what?
He's flying the plane, so that's not a charter.
Well, no, you wouldn't have thought so, would you? Maybe he chartered the plane so as he could fly it, though. Yeah, you never know.
They're confusing me now. Do they own the plane? Did they borrow the plane?
This is it. And all the thing is saying about all this is, maybe I am ready for the funny farm.
What's up, Dave?
What's up?
Dave from Genuine Comics from the Netherlands chiming in. What's up, brother?
Very good. So then we move along to page, what page are we on now? Oh, page 9 already. Here we go. So Reed's saying, Ben, what in blazes are you mumbling about? Wait, you're right, there are two suns. And then Ben says, and as if that ain't bad enough, one of them is getting bigger. So In the next panel, there you have the plane and the sun, and it says something else is happening. It's growing by leaps and bounds and expanding, swelling. It's filling the entire sky. And then you have, as you can see, the sky's on fire. All of it. So just says, Ben, grab the stick. I'll need a co-pilot. Radio's gone dead. Getting hard to see. And then they managed to land. After a breathtaking descent and landing, the FF dashed from the great ship to find, where is everyone? The blame feels deserted. And then Johnny says, Flame, that's one thing I don't have to worry about. And then, listen to the sounds of the shouting in the distance. Only a fear-filled crowd could make a din like that. And Sue says, we have left a desperate, soul-searing adventure only to return to something that seems far more dangerous and far more terrifying. And then Johnny decides to flame on and go and find out what it's all about. And then the next panel, as you can see, he's flying around and the whole sky is filled with flame and the crowd spot him. And
can't Johnny just suck all that flame into him?
He probably could, but the crowd think that he's responsible for the flame in the first place. It has to be his doing. Who else could set the sky aflame?
That's how it looks now, but if he sucks it all out the sky, it doesn't look that way.
Well, that's it. That's it.
Get to work, Johnny. Save the people.
So the next panel, he's flying around and somebody's trying to throw a brick at him.
Typical New Yorkers. Typical New Yorkers. There you go.
They're the ones. And then in the next panel, he's getting a fire extinguisher on him. So we got him. This will bring him down where we can question him. And then somebody says, keep that hose on him, soak him good so he can't get away.
Now, see, that never made sense to me because he should be burning hot enough to just evaporate water.
Well, you would have thought so. Yeah.
You know?
And then on the next page, we've got, so he's hanging on a lamppost. And they're trying to climb up to get him now. And they still think he's to blame. And then in the next panel, we've got the other three of them on the jet cycle this time. So they're on the jet cycle. I'm going to find out where he's got to. And
so they had the jet cycle just waiting at the airport for him or something.
Very convenient. So then they're on the jet cycle again, and the thing just decides to jump off and dive in. Because on the next panel, as you can see, he's coming to help out. He's getting beat up a minute. And then
boom!
He lands.
Did he say the words in the movie, Dave?
He did, but only once.
Did he actually clobber somebody after saying so?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Guess who it was? Guess who it was? No clues. No clues. No clues.
Probably one of his own.
Galactus.
Really?
If memory serves, I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was because during the film, Johnny keeps trying to get him to say it, and he says, "No, I'm not saying that. I don't say that," and all that. And then he said it the one time, just the one, just the once.
So they used it as a pun line, basically.
Sort of, yes.
For the whole movie, they used it as a pun line. If you kept trying,
because you were expecting to hear it before you actually heard it, at least 2 or 3 other occasions as well. So as you can see, you know, he's the thing has now turned blue for some reason instead of orange, and you know, he's coming to rescue Johnny and having a chat with the guys there. The guy there. So you're the big bad thing, huh? Well, mister, you don't look so tough to me.
There's always that one guy.
And then the thing says, "You're breathing on my baby blues, Buttercup." Now take off before I bat you all the way from here back to Yancey Street. So in the next panel,
there's always that one guy.
Always that one that has to try and whop on one tap. And
you
then
don't log on Superman's cape, yo.
And then you've got still standing her. Well, I'll belt in the La Bonza. Will knock the wind out of your sails. And he says, "Oh, my knuckles." And then in the next panel, "Don't worry, tough guy. They ain't going to be hurting for long." Followed by
blink.
With his finger. It just goes like that.
Yep.
Moving along. So there we go. He's sleeping it off. Keep it off of your pal. So he's leaving him to it. And then Johnny says, "Hey, Ben, look." And he's pointing up to the sky. He said, "It's clear again. The flames are gone. I don't get it." And Thing says, "That makes two of us." And then the others have arrived. So she's saying, "You shouldn't have gone off on your own, Johnny. If not for Ben, you might have been hurt." So then they're going to go back to the lab and find out why the sky was on fire. In the meantime, looks like the Silver Surfer's still streaking about the galaxy here. And he's heading for the Milky Way and the planet Earth at this point. And he's going past the sun. A nice close-up shot. He realizes that the sun must contain, amongst its satellites, at least one planet with the energy and the elemental resources so necessary to the great Galactus.
And Glenn, I agree with you. I think Spider-Man does that to somebody once too. It's pretty funny. Or maybe it was Peter Parker. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it maybe was, Yeah. So by now the FF have reached the Baxter building, where we find the Thing talking to Alicia or Alicia. I'm never sure which way to say that.
Yeah, I call her Alicia. It's
And Sue says, "What does Reed expect me to do while he locks himself in that lab for hours on end?"
See, it's like, Sue, you're the most powerful of your group. If people really think about the ability or what you can do with her powers,
well, that's it.
Just take over, yo.
And then she's saying, "The flames in the sky are gone. The danger seems to be over." You'd think he'd remember his wife.
Oh shit! Wow.
So even Mrs. Reed Richards might like to be taken out to dinner once in a while. And all the Thing says, "Come on, Susie, gal, hold it down to a shout, will you? I'm trying to talk to Alicia."
That's right. She's pissed at her husband. Make her feel better while you talk to your girlfriend.
And then she's talking over the video phone to her husband, and he's saying, "For the love of Pete, girl, is that what you disturbed me for?" And she says just before that, "Reed, look at you. You haven't even shaved, and you must be starved." And then she says, "Disturbed you? All I wanted was, oh, he broke the connection."
He hung up on her.
Yeah.
Back in the day when you could do that with feeling.
So then she says, if he thinks he can shut me out of his life, and then Thing says, "You're making a mountain out of a molehill, kid. He still loves you, but he's got a job to do. Men always side with each other." The next one is you've got Johnny and the Thing there just leaning out the window like they do. "I don't get it, Ben. It's like the whole world is going crazy. Look out there and tell me I'm seeing things." And what he's seeing is the whole sky is now filled with some kind of space debris orbiting the Earth. It's so thick you can just barely see the sky through it. And then the thing says, looks like we're both losing our marbles, because I see it too. And we've got a helicopter flying around, and they're trying to fathom it out. And then you've got back at the Baxter building, you've got Reed coming out. Sue, darling, you can't come in now, not yet. But you've been working for hours without food, without rest. I won't stand for it. You're my husband now, Reed Richards, and I want to keep you healthy.
The world won't end if you take me out to dinner.
Yeah, that's exactly what she says actually there. And then he says, I wish I could be sure of that. You know.
Now, if there's a world-ending threat while they're at dinner, is he going to blame her for it?
And then this is where we see the Watcher saying, perhaps I can explain. I have been causing these phenomena in the skies above Earth with my matter mobilizer. You see? So he's saying I substituted inorganic space debris in its place for the fire shield. And she says, the Watcher, but I thought you were pledged never to interfere with other worlds, remember?
Damn it, Uatu.
And then he says, true, but the danger is too great this time. The Silver Surfer is on the way, and he's the advanced scout for Galactus, who draws entire planets off their elements and then leaves them dry, unable to support life.
He drains them.
Drains them. So, and then he's talking about the Silver Surfer, and he's reached the moon. And then he's going through all the debris, as you can see, and he gets through the debris, and he's spotted what's going on. And then the Human Torch appears and tries to find out what he's doing. Yes. Now, this happened in the movie, by the way, where the Human Torch.
I bet it was different. Oh.
What's that?
And Johnny running into a hot silver chick.
Absolutely. And he does make a comment later on in the film about that, by the way.
It's gonna be different than Johnny meeting a silver dude.
Well, that's it. Yeah. Exactly.
Just because who Johnny is. Hey, baby.
I think that's why they changed it to a female Silver Surfer, I think. But anyway. So then he says, where did he go? Whoa, he dodged me as easily as if I was anchored up here. And then he lands and he's signaling Galactus. And the Watcher's there, and they're all there, and disregarding the humans with utter and complete disdain, the Silver Surfer seems to generate a sudden burst of energy which travels through hyperspace instantaneously.
Yep,
that's a big word, isn't it? Too late. Too late. So then the thing punches him out, as you can see. And
you think that got his attention?
What's that? Yeah, possibly. He goes over the edge, and holy Hannah, I didn't mean to hit him that hard.
Go get him, Johnny. Before he
so then you've got the Mr. Fantastic sort of stretching down, and I don't get it. He bounced back like he wanted to fall off the roof. And then in the next panel, he did wish to. A mere fall cannot hurt the Silver Surfer. It was simply the easiest way for him to depart. And then you must forget about him who rides the skyways, the dangerous Galactus. For he is the ultimate danger, perhaps the final danger.
He's the final boss, yo.
Yeah, and then in the next panel, I sense his universe-spanning sphere entering Earth's atmosphere now. He has received the Silver One's signal. And then we have a nice collage page of bits of photographs that he's cut out, Jack Kirby cut out and used for backdrops, a bit of city at the bottom, one or two various kinds of futuristic machines there.
Yep.
And he just says, the great sphere is opening and his testing devices are sampling us elemental composition. He has found what he seeks. The planet is doomed.
Yep, we're doomed.
So then his gizmos are floating back into the ship. He's heading this way again. He's landed in on where the Silver Surface signal came from. And the Watcher says, stand your ground. Henceforth, there shall be no place to run. And his ship is bigger than it seemed. He must be a giant. He is what he wishes to be. He is Galactus. And the final panel reveals Galactus. My journey is ended. This planet shall sustain me until it has been drained of all elemental life. So speaks Galactus. Next issue, prepare for wonderment without end, marvels without measure, scenes of mind-staggering fantasy, super-galactic grandeur, soul-searing spectacular. For the greatest, grandest adventure thrill of all, you dare not miss it. So speak Stan and Jack. Enough said.
Dude. Okay,
How's that for a cliffhanger?
Here's the question, Dave. Are we going to continue?
What, you mean to the next issue?
Yeah, should we continue the story?
Well, I don't see why not, because it's a cliffhanger.
How many, I can't even remember, how many issues did the Galactus story cover?
I think it was 3. Was it 3?
Cool.
Let's have a look. I'll have a quick peek while I'm just looking here.
Yeah.
So that was issue what?
48?
Hang on. That was issue 48. So let's have a look. So we've got 49, which is the next one, yeah. And then, hang on. Yeah, 3 issues. Yeah, 48, 49, and 50. It was a 3-issue trilogy, Pops.
Cool. So that's what we're going to do. In the next 2 weeks, we will be back doing this again. Yeah, that sports bra is something else. That sports bra on Galactus right there.
Oh, yeah. That's, yeah. That one. Yeah.
We sure are glad they fixed that. Oh, we are glad. So yeah, people,
I hope everybody enjoyed this sort of not quite reading it out, but adding our bits in as we went along.
Yes. Well, you know, if we do it word for word and no commentary, then we'll just get nailed by Marvel. So,
well, all I'm going to say is, if nothing else, I think Glenn's enjoyed it, because he's made quite a few comments as I've been going along. I've not even read them all, to be honest, because I was too busy.
We also had Raul up in here making comments. Matthew was here early, and then right at the end, my friend RJ popped in. He has a space adventure comic right now on my comic you can check out called Call Sign Orion. He's been on the network and promoted it. You know. But actually, we had quite a few people watching. I'm glad you guys tuned in. The format's a little different now. We're going to try to bring you some entertainment, you know, along with. It's not just look at the cover of this book and this book and this book and this book.
That's right. Yeah. We're delving in to more about an actual comic and discussing various things along the way.
I just think it's a good thing to remind people what comics really used to look like.
I think so as well. I mean, you're talking a classic story. You really are.
And we probably ain't going to be covering much new stuff, guys, if any at all. It's we're going to be taking you back to the stories that, you know, that.
Well, I mean, a lot of these stories, Pops, I grew up with them, yeah?
Yeah. And that's what I mean. It's like sometimes we're going to come out here and we're going to show you how the story was really written as opposed to the movie you saw.
Yeah, okay? I was going to say, up to now, this first issue, that there are bits in the film that are very similar to the comic so far, but there are bits that also aren't. So, you know, we'll maybe mention that as we go along.
Yeah,
because I've seen the new film now, and I've read the comics, so I can compare.
I also, at some point in the future, I want to cover both Ragnarok and World War Hulk.
Right. Okay.
And talk about the movie Ragnarok, how it's really a mashup of both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, I mean, come on, Ragnarok didn't even have the Midgard serpent. I'm going to show y'all the Midgard serpent. You see what I'm saying?
Glenn's just said something like, I remember it first time round. So do I.
Yeah.
You know, the comic. And he can't wait for next week's episode. He can't wait. There you go. How's that?
Yeah. We're like you said, we changed format a little bit. We hope it'll be more fan friendly and not so much, hey, just look what we have. Yeah. You know.
And as we know, comments are always welcome. And if anybody else wants to jump in to join us, they can still do that, I presume.
Yeah, we do have, this ain't just me and Dave. If you want to join us and drop your comments, if you see a book that we're covering next week and you're like, man, I want to jump in on that, just let us know. We'll hit you with the link.
Because if somebody else jumps in, they can make their observations and comments as well about it.
Yes. And, you know, we're just here to have a good time, people, and we have no problem including others. You want to be part of what we're doing, hit us up. It doesn't matter what, you know, I mean, there's so many shows on the network that are open to fan interaction, open to guest interaction. Be part of the network, man. Be part of what we're doing, and hopefully this thing keeps growing. Right now, I can't believe just in the last few days, Dave, just in the last few days, we've gotten like 15 new subscribers. And we like that. Keep growing, keep doing the thing. Oh, that's right. If I take that out, we can't hear you.
Whoa.
I forgot. If we take that out, we can't hear Dave. All right, everybody, we're going to be back next week, same time, 11 a.m. We're going to go into issue 49. If we have anything that came in the mail new to show off, we'll show you. But
and any new projects that are coming to an end for other people you mentioned,
like next week we'll probably be able to tell everybody what the Secret Art Project has been all about. And just want everybody to know also that everybody that Doc and Edwin are working on the touching up the final pieces of the Chrome Art ash cans. And as soon as they're done, then we can also go to produce that. So we got a lot of things going on. Max is back to being healthy, so development for the Roku channel is back on track. We got a lot of stuff going on, guys. Stay tuned. Come to say goodbye.
It's just arrived for the end of the show. There you go.
Yeah, she came to say goodbye, everybody.
He did.
That right there is the thickest tail in comics.
Also a very tickly tail, by the way, Pops.
The thickest tail in comics, right there.
She's getting ready for her tea. That's why she fluffs her tail up at tea time.
All right, great show, Dave. Thanks for doing all that, for pulling all those panels separately like that.
I hope everybody could see them all right on the big screen. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I can pretty much read it. You know, I mean, that was pretty good. So, you know,
I'm glad everybody enjoyed it.
See you next week. Everybody else, thanks for tuning in. And hey, just have yourself a good Sunday, yo.
That's the one, Pops.
Peace.
I'll see you next week.
You bet.
Okay.
In the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1. Crowdfunding now on fund my comic.
I'll tell you, I'm at Steel City Comic Con. You're watching me at Madness Comic Network. What a crowd.
Love it.